Yeah, it's a very actually sensitive question, you know, because the thing is, it's always easier to give advices. And the problem with advices is that all those recommendations usually don't work, because people usually learn from their mistakes. So they need to make mistakes. But the one thing I can help with is that how you can mitigate those mistakes. And mitigating those potential mistakes, I believe, completely depend on the fact that how much are you familiar with the risk appetite of yourself as a founder, and how much are you familiar with the risk appetite of the VC or any investor that you're talking with. Because at the end of the day, investment is completely about risk and reward situation. So the amount of risk you're getting, the amount of return you're expecting as well. There's a direct correlation between each other. So in that regard, there are sometimes founders who basically treat first interviews as a job interview. They're in a part-time situation, they're not full-time in their job. They're trying to get validation from the investor, telling him that if you invest, I'll be full-time and so on, basically taking no risks. But on the other side, there is a VC who is investing in a startup, which is basically the most riskiest, I wouldn't say most riskiest, but among the most riskiest investment instrument types. And he has a huge appetite. As a founder, you don't have an appetite. So, you know, there's a misalignment there. And in that regard, that VC is not going to invest in you. Maybe you need to develop more risk appetite for a startup, being a startup founder, or maybe you could just approach them angels, try to validate your idea with them, and so on. Maybe VC is not the right type. But still, at the end of the day, it's not even about only startup and VC relationship, but in terms of any investment instrument and in terms of every help aspect as well, you just need to understand if the appetites are aligning or not. So that would be, I think, my 2 cents on this.